Shalom, family. Hello. Hi. I am so excited. I can't do nothing but praise y'all. Oh my goodness. I am so excited. Ooh, I'm a title this video Divine Intervention. Okay. Because when you get in this word, y'all is gonna start moving. He's gonna start opening up these doors, man. Woo! I am so excited. I can't say that enough. Oh my gosh. I love Yahuwah. I love him. I love him. I love him. Okay. Let me just start off by I'm gonna tell y'all what he is doing. I don't know what he's doing, but I'm gonna tell you what he has done, okay? So a couple of nights ago, this was probably sometime last week, I had a dream about I was in New York, and I just remember seeing the lights. I remember seeing the lights in New York City. I was supposed to go out. In real life, that would never happen. But I was supposed to go out or whatever and enjoy myself, and I kept trying to figure out where was I gonna go. Bam, it was last week. So past few days, I've been talking to my coworker, and I've been basically hearing him. He kept saying the meeting of the minds, and I'm like, what is that? And he was like, you know how you get together a group of people, you all just have topic of discussion, meeting of the minds. So I was like, okay. So my daughter, she's been wanting me to take her to this little to this place that I discovered. It really wasn't a discovery, but she wanted to go with me. So I'm like, okay, yeah. I went the first time by myself alone, and this time I brought her along. So we get in the store. I walked past this guy, and he was like, oh, so y'all getting ready. And I was like, getting ready for what? Because I don't know who you is, bro. I don't know who you are, See, he was like, y'all getting ready. And I was like, getting ready for what? And he was like, I was just telling this young lady over here, when those lights go off, I was like, I already knew he was talking about the EMP attack. You know what I'm saying? I've been saying that all last week. I've been telling people about this stuff, people who want to listen at least. But so I ended up getting into a conversation with this guy, and he was like, oh, so he was telling me about this product, and I was like, I'm really on a budget right now. I don't know if I can get that. It was dirt cheap. I could have picked it up, but I felt like I had to get the things that were more so of a priority to me that y'all was leading me to get. So when I started talking to this guy, he was like, yeah, well, he has his own business, but the title of his business, I was like, what? That blew my mind, because let me tell you something, y'all. Things start in your mind. It starts as thoughts. First is the word. First, Yah, he'll send something or somebody to throw you this word, and your thoughts will start to follow. And then you'll start researching things. Like a lot of people, when things come across y'all get on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? And you start researching things, which is how it's supposed to be. And then before you know it, Yahweh is putting it before your face. And it's like, no, say it's not so, but yes, say it is so, So I was asking this guy, I was like, where you from? Because he had kind of like an accent. And he was like, I've been in Georgia for 9 years, but originally I'm from New York. I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like, oh my gosh. So next thing I know, this guy who was basically saying, shut the door, Zoe. This guy told me, he was like, yeah, I got this group of people, when we get together, we have a meeting of the minds. And I'm like, So I stopped him. I was like, you know what? I knew I was going to meet you before I met you, Shut the door. I'm making a video. So give me a minute, okay? No, not this time. Please, Zoe, you interrupt. Yes. Sorry. But so he was just basically saying he was from New York, and when he get together with this group, they have a meeting of the minds or whatever. So I was just like, oh, I love you too. So I was just like, oh my goodness. So I was like, dang, it hit me. Like, y'all was putting this man in my spirit, bits and pieces, before I even knew it. But when I met him, I knew that this was what y'all was doing, even down to his business. This thing that I was seeing in my dreams, like, oh my goodness. So, I'm sorry, I got bit by a mosquito. It's itching. But, that's what I'm telling y'all. Last night, I was in a word. I read Psalms 51. Hey! I read Psalms 51, Psalms 52. I think I read Psalms 51 through 55. And then I read a little of Peter, First Peter, and I went to sleep. I woke up. It's just everything from the beginning of my day. Y'all put a tug on my heart to go to the farmer's market to start back dehydrating, So I went in there. I picked up some items. I'm talking about, y'all, I was so faithful and so dedicated to this. I got there an hour early. I was so tired, so sleepy. I slept in the parking lot. Like, when y'all moves you to do something, this is how dedicated you need to be. Even if you got to sleep in the parking lot. Even if you got to just linger around, make sure you do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling y'all, it's great things that lies ahead. So after I went to the farmer's market, I ended up coming back home. A lot of things happened with my job. Bam, that was out of the way. And then next thing I know, I was like, oh, asking my girls, like, hey, do y'all want to go somewhere with me? So they like, yeah, it's going to be another adventure. I ended up going to a certain places, picking up some things, whatever y'all, I felt like he was telling me to do, Like I said, y'all got to start gardening. Like, it's seasons for everything. Like, right now it's summer. It's July. You can start planting things, and by fall, you'll have your harvest, your first harvest. If you are blessed enough to have a dehydrator, then you can dehydrate all you don't use, because I'm telling y'all, you got to start preserving this food. You have to start preserving your food, because if you don't, what are you going to have? Food, it's voluminous. You know what I mean? Like, it's heavy. So when you dehydrate it, it shrinks. It shrivels up. Like, something this big, as big as my nail, would become a little speck. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how dehydrating works. And I feel like you should do it. You should try it. You're going to love it. And y'all's word won't come back void. That's why he said, I give you everything bearing seed, because it can replenish itself. Another good thing about, having your own garden, vegetable garden, fruit garden, because your food is going to keep replenishing. You'll never run out. You will never run out. One seed will give you a reaping of a harvest. Anyways, so then this thing, I ended up going to that store and I bumped into that man. That's what I'm saying. Y'all was telling me, you're about to meet somebody. This is going to be a divine intervention, a divine encounter. It's a lot of y'all. And I ain't going to say y'all, because somebody told me stop saying that, Courtney. You should just say us. Okay, yeah, you're right. A lot of us, we disobey Yah. He moves us in our spirit. He quickens our spirit to do certain things. And then next thing you know, we end up not doing it. And then when that time comes, Zoe, go.
Mommy,
no.
I have a YouTube channel, but how do I
go with Leah.
Show all the people my YouTube channel?
You can't have a YouTube channel unless it's my permission, Zoe. You're interrupting me. Go. Close the door. Now. I'm sorry. She want to be on YouTube so bad. Oh, my goodness. But anyways, it's a lot of us out here that when y'all leads us to do things, we don't want to do it. Why? Because it's like, I'm tired. I'll do it later. I can do it tomorrow. I don't feel good. Oh, it's hot outside. I ain't going out there. Let me tell you something. You got a divine encounter waiting on you. It's a blessing. It's a door that cannot nobody close. And the only person that can get to it is you. When I woke up this morning, I did not expect to buy all this stuff. When I woke up this morning, I did not expect to meet this guy who y'all showed me I would meet before I even knew that I was going to meet him. We're living in the end times. We cannot afford to have our blessings postponed. We cannot afford to miss out on the things that y'all is doing for us. Y'all, come on. Now we got to get up. We got to stop being lazy. Now's the time to get your families in shape. Now's the time to be jogging. Now's the time to be fasting. Now's the time to be, because let me tell you something. Pray that your flight be not in the winter. It's going to be cold. Blistering cold. A cold like we have never, ever, ever experienced. Ever. You don't want to be like, oh, I was too lazy to do this. And then you go get caught by them folks because they ain't playing. It's off with your head, literally. They got guillotines here and they ready. They are ready, okay? Don't just be obedient to y'all. I'm telling y'all, today was so amazing. I read that word last night. I woke up. When you take that first step, when you go to Yah's word, he's going to immediately move. And when I say immediately, I mean immediately, because I'm telling y'all, today was it was such a blessing. It was such a blessing, not only for me, but for my kids. The blessings that my daughters have received today depended on my obedience. Do y'all hear me? A lot of people, y'all have some things set up for some people, but they can't get it unless you are obedient to what he has to do, because it got to come through you. Don't you get it? Man, oh gosh. But like I said, man, I hope y'all are doing good. I hope y'all had a wonderful Tuesday. I hope your day is filled with just amazing, amazing, amazing blessings. I hope your eyes are open. I hope your ear gates, your eye gates are open, to the things that y'all has for us, because I'm telling y'all, he is preparing us for what is coming. And what's coming, it's going to be so tough. It's going to be so strenuous. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of us are not ready. We're not ready. You can never be ready for what's coming. But what you can do is be obedient so that you, too, will receive your divine encounter. Be ready to receive something great. Be ready to receive something that is purely amazing. Be ready to receive his promises. Woo! Be ready to receive his promises. This stuff that he promised you, this stuff that you've been longing for, that is Yah ordained, not new pair of sneakers. Okay? Unless it's some boots that's going to have you running up out of here in these end times. But I'm just saying, man, like, a lot of people, these doors have to be open. You have to walk through. You have to walk through your doors that no man can close. You have to walk on the promises of Yahuwah. You have to be faithful because he is faithful, saints. Israel. No. Close my door. You have to be faithful. You get what I'm saying? There's going to be a lot of things that happen. Not saying that my daughter is a distraction, but she's been a distraction right now because this word is for somebody. Be obedient that you may encounter your divine encounter. Okay? Be obedient that Yah may bring you into the promises that he has promised you. Things that you have long forgotten about. things that are still on your heart, things that you still long for. Get in his word that he may show you these things. Fast so that he can start dropping little nuggets, dropping dreams, dropping words from other people. So that when you come face to face with that blessing, you're going to know nobody but Yahuwah. Because the root of all wisdom is to fear Yahuwah if you want to live longer. In famous Lorvin's voice. I'm telling you, I am so happy. I am so happy. I am so happy. And I just came through to drop that word on y'all. Now is not the time to not trust Yah. Now is not the time to get lazy. Now is not the time to say what you don't feel like doing. Now is the time to trust Yah. Now is the time to put your feelings aside. Now is the time to be obedient so that you too can have your divine encounter. Praise Yah. Shalom. Shalom, family.